The Kansas City Chiefs were not very good last year, finishing the year with a 7-9 record, good for last in the AFC West. As a result, they have a new head coach, Romeo Crennel, hired to replace Todd Haley. Haley, of course, was fired with 3 games left last year. Crennel took over then, led the team to a 2-1 record, and got the job full-time. Now, Crennel is a widely respected defensive coach in the league, known as a player's coach, a guy that players like to play for, and he's been running the defense in Kansas City for the last couple of seasons. Thing is, the defense hasn't been the problem. They've had a solid defense, ranked 11th in the NFL last year, despite losing one of their best players, safety Eric Berry, to injury early in the season. Now, it's the offense that's the issue. 27th in the NFL in total offense last year. At times it was hard to watch. Listen, I know they have some built-in excuses. There were some injuries. Jamal Charles, their star running back, tore up his ACL week 2 against Detroit. Matt Castle hurt himself, I believe, week 10 or 11. Castle, of course, being their starting quarterback. So there were some injury issues still. 27th out of 32 teams, not getting it done. And did they do enough this offseason to correct that? They did bring in running back Peyton Hillis, former Pro Bowler, had a bad year last year in Cleveland. He'll be backing up or running alongside Jamal Charles, depending on how Charles' knee heals. Now, the Chiefs already have a number 1 wide receiver in Dwayne Bowe. They're looking for another guy to step up opposite Bowe. Steve Breston's there. He's a proven veteran. But the guy they really want to see emerge and make plays this year is Jonathan Baldwin, the second-round wide receiver or the second-year wide receiver, that is, out of Pittsburgh. A lot of things were expected out of Baldwin last year. He's probably in a little bit over his head. Not uncommon for a rookie in his first year in the NFL. We'll see if they can make some strides this year in the passing game. We'll see if Baldwin can emerge opposite Bowe. They do have the makings of a good running game with Charles and Hillis. But as I said, is there enough there overall? Matt Castle, to me, is a big question mark. Listen, Castle was the longtime backup in New England, got his chance to play that 1 year when Tom Brady went out, led the Patriots to an 11-5 record, and scored this big free agent deal with Kansas City. But since he's been with the Chiefs, I, for one, have not been overly impressed. Not sure he's the guy that's going to lead them to the promised land, but he's going to be the guy this year because all they have in the way of a backup is Brady Quinn, who's been a disappointment throughout his NFL career, and Ricky Stanzi, young quarterback from Iowa, who I don't believe is ready for NFL football. We shall see. Castle will be given full shot at this job, will be handed the reins. Will it be good enough? As you can tell, I have my doubts. The AFC West, their division, is being derided recently as being a bad division. Now, 8-8, tied for first place last year. Chiefs finished last, and they're only 1 game out of first. However, I do believe this AFC West is a division on the rise. Denver has Peyton Manning in there now. They have a young, up-and-coming defense. You expect them to be a little bit improved this year. San Diego, another team, they underachieved last year, but this same roster, the same group of people, Norv Turner back again. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We'll get to that later. But Phillip Rivers back there, Gates, they still have that solid defense. I actually expect San Diego to win the AFC West this year. So Kansas City, I'm not sure they're in a defense as easy, or they're in a division, that's as easy as everybody thinks it is. We shall see. Now, you can currently get them to win the Super Bowl at 40-1 out in Vegas. On BETDAQ, though, they can be had at 76-1. That's right, Chiefs can be had at 76-1 to win the Super Bowl on BETDAQ. So if you're a Chiefs fan or you enjoy just throwing away money, then maybe you can go ahead and place a bet on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. If not, take my advice and stay far away.